Hello, my friends foreigners. How are you getting on? Are you well? I hope you're doing very well. I hope you've been following my 50 new American phrase acquisition mission, and who knows, maybe you've been actually learning the same phrases with me. In which case, you're doing a great job, and keep going at the same pace as I'm going. And within the next 23 days or so, yes, the 25-day mission is going to be over, and those 50 new phrases are going to be added on to my active vocabulary and to your active vocabulary. And today's phrase is, it has wrong written all over it. The meaning of this phrase is quite straightforward, actually. Just think about it. If something has wrong literally written all over it, it obviously means that there is something seriously wrong about that thing, and it's best not to approach it. It's best to avoid it. And it can be applied to pretty much any object, any situation, anything that you have to do. Let's say, for instance, you're about to do something, and then you go there and you have an uneasy feeling that there is something very, very wrong about the whole thing, and it's best to avoid that, Let's say, for instance, you're on a night out with your friends and you're heading to a particular nightclub. You're witnessing an altercation outside the nightclub, and then you're seeing that so many people are drunk, and many of them are quite obviously under the influence of drugs. And your friends are eager to get into the nightclub, but you have a very, very uneasy feeling, to say the least, that there is something very dodgy about this place, and then you're telling your friends, listen, it has wrong written all over it. Come on, let's head to our usual nightclub where we know that things are not going to get out of hand, where we know all the people and the staff is very friendly and everything is cool. So why get into trouble here? Because I have a feeling that it has wrong written all over it, Let's go back to our old place, And I looked up this particular American slang phrase online this morning, and what I found out is that there is another phrase quite similar to this one. And I would say, I'm pretty sure that this phrase, it has wrong written all over it, actually originates from the one that I found. And namely, it has your name written all over it, and it's used in context of applying for a job. Let's say you're looking for a new job and you're reading the job description and you're ticking all the boxes, which means quite literally there are there wouldn't be just 5, let's say 15 different requirements for that particular position, and you go one by one and you're ticking all the boxes, as when you're filling the application form, for instance, there are small boxes. You have to place a tick, and you're placing ticks right next to the respective descriptions, right? You're ticking, oh, I have this one, I have this one, I have this qualification. So basically, you're ticking all the boxes. You're a perfect match for that particular job. And then you can say that this job has my name written all over it, which means that I'm the ideal person for the job, So obviously, this phrase, it has wrong written all over it, is originating from this one, And where I found the phrase, obviously, I found it in the book I'm reading currently, Gone series. This particular book is Fear, and there are many books. I have read the first 4, now I'm on the 5th, and then there's another last book in the series left, which I still have to acquire. And yeah, that's where I'm getting all these phrases. And that's pretty much all, my friends. Today's phrase is basically, it has wrong written all over it. And this is the 5th phrase. And to recap what I've been doing so far, I'll try to put all 5 phrases that I've learned so far, actually. Small monologue, right? So I'm going to be improvising, obviously, because I haven't prepared for it I was thinking of recording a video specifically dedicated to multiple phrases. You know, I would take the first 5 and then I would prepare for that video, you know, and use all 5 phrases in it. But now I'll try to remember them all, you know. I don't even have a list in front of me because the laptop monitor has gone dark. And tell you what, if something spells trouble, right? If you're witnessing something, some situation which is not necessarily the end result of something, but something that's going to lead to a bad outcome, then you can say that it definitely spells trouble. And you can also say that it has wrong written all over it, and it's best to avoid it. It's best just to go home, stick your iPod into your ears, and just zone out. Just lay back on your couch, zone out, and chillax, my friends. And now let's see if I used all those phrases. Tell you what, spelled trouble, zoned out. But in case you have a beef with me, we can go outside and we can settle our arguments, right? And that's them all. That's all 5 phrases. And see you tonight in the 6th American slang phrase video. Bye-bye.